babe. This is gonna be a short video because my camera is about to die, so I'm gonna try and keep this brief. But I wanted to take a video before day 3 so I don't just like forget everything from day 2. Anyway, day 2, woke up late around 9:30. I had planned to get up earlier and to go to breakfast and then just jaunt around before I went to meet my sister at the British Museum, but woke up late, texted the sister. She wasn't feeling good. I guess that she had too much alcohol last night with me, so I don't know whose fault that is. But she decided to stay home, and I went to the British Museum on my own, which was fine because it's almost better to go to a museum by yourself because you can go through faster, you don't have to wait on anyone, and it's easier to not be rude when you're walking through these places. And it was just a zoo. Super long line to get in, but everything's free, so really the line is just to make sure that you don't have any, weapons in your bag or something. But I spent about 2 hours at the British Museum, and I went through almost every room. I skipped the upper floors, but I did the second floor and the main floor. And I made sure to go to all of the stuff about Crete, Greece, and all the Egypt stuff, because that was the stuff that really appealed to me. And I saw some really amazing things there. But I was done before my sister was ready to meet me, so we decided that I should just go hit another museum, and then they would meet me for lunch after I had done another museum. So I got on the tube for the first time since I got here. I've been just taking Ubers, which have been great. I've learned lots of fun things from my Uber drivers. However, the tube was super easy to use. There were a lot of weird stairs, so I wouldn't recommend the stairs, but if you can take an escalator or something else, then I'd say it's fine. It's great. So I was originally planning to go to the History Museum, but it had a line that I just couldn't even find the end of it, and I tried to find the end, but it like snaked back and forth a few times, like 3 times, and so you couldn't really tell where it ended or began. So I told Caitlin, like, I'm gonna try the Science Museum because there's no line there, even though she kind of wanted to go to the Science Museum with me, but I didn't really want to wait in that line, especially because it was pouring down rain. It kind of poured down rain all day until about 8 p.m. So everyone had their umbrellas, and I had one too, but I still have not used it. I've remained true to my Seattle Northwest roots, and I refuse to use an umbrella. So I went the whole day without one, but I got right into the Science Museum, and there were keikis everywhere. It's what they call here a bank holiday. And so that just means everything's closed, and so all the kids are out of school, and they basically have nothing to do because it's pouring down rain. And so they just all go to the museums because they're free, and the kids can run around, get tired, and then take them home. So that's all good for them, but for me, trying to look at the museum exhibits when the kids just want to touch everything, it made it more difficult. So I'd say the Science Museum, you'd want to go to it on a weekday when the kids are in school, and you can actually like enjoy the museum. But after the Science Museum, I met up with Caitlin and Tom. They took the tube to where I was, and then we went to this place called the Shake Shack, and it was really good. It was like a burger joint. I'm guessing it's similar to Steak and Shake in Seattle, and I got a burger and fries with they're like special fries with bacon and chives and this herb mayonnaise on it. And they were okay, but Caitlin got these fries with this cheese sauce on it, and those looked really good. So I would say definitely recommend the cheese over the bacon there. And then after that, our pub crawl started, which is sort of what our plan was for the afternoon. Tom is a fan of the beer, and so am I. So I kind of wanted to see like some local pubs and kind of just see what the scene was like around here. I'm more of a sports bar person rather than a club person, so I just kind of wanted to see like what local London bars were like. So the first bar that we went to was actually closed, but it looked really freaking cool. But Tom said that it's mainly patroned by workers, so since no one was working, makes sense that it was closed. The second bar we went to was called the Knights Templar, and I'm not sure if this was a planned stop, but it was a really cool bar. It was this huge building with like tons of really neat moldings and really ornate pillars. Just it felt like a old classy joint. I really liked it. Tom was saying it's kind of generic for London, but for me from America, like we don't really have stuff like that, so it was really cool for me. And then after that, we went to this like cellar bar. I'm not sure what it's called, but it was like, it had to have been an old wine cellar or something that had been converted into a bar because the stairs were like super short and small, and there were all these little rooms that kind of cut off as you kept going down, and you could go down like 3 stories underground. And at the very bottom story, there was another bar. There's like a bar at the top and then a bar at the bottom. And there were these like holes in the ceiling, like for ventilation, like, because otherwise I don't know how you'd get air down there, because you're just so far underground, you might suffocate or something. So it just, I thought that was pretty neat type of place, like places you just wouldn't see in America. And then after that, like, we were pretty cold and wet and rainy, and so they wanted to show me their flat. So we went to their flat, and that was really nice. We all kind of dried off and had some conversation. And then we went to this fish and chips place called Trawler Trash. And a trawler is like a fishing boat. So it's like a play on trailer trash, so it's like fishing trash. But it was actually really good fish and chips, and that's what I had. And I had mushy peas, which is just peas that are kind of like mashed up. I'm not sure if there's like any flavoring added, maybe some butter, I don't know. It just tastes like peas to me. It was really good. I would recommend the mushy peas. But then, after that, we wanted to have sticky pudding, which is featured in a famous Christmas carol, Bring Me Some Sticky Pudding, and we were all too full. So before I leave London, I have to try the sticky pudding, and I'll let you know what I think. Maybe I'll try it on Sunday. I don't know. But we went back to their flat, and they said that I could take my Easter candy because I wasn't going to be seeing Tom on Easter Sunday. So even though it's Good Friday, I get to keep my Easter candy, and it's awesome because they got me British cream eggs, which are like awesome, way better than American cream eggs. It's like what American cream eggs used to be, but oh my god. So I have 5 of those, and it says that one of them is 9% of my daily value of fat. So I need to eat these sparingly. But what I wasn't expecting when I opened my bag of goodies when I got back to my hotel was a like giant egg. Like, this is like a huge, okay, so like there's 5 little ones in here, and then this is like the big one, and I opened it up. Whoa. So this is like normal Cadbury cream egg. Sarah Cadbury cream egg. So I'm thinking if this is 9% of my daily allotment of fat, this is like, you know, like all of it probably. anyway, so food for thought. But I'm gonna go to bed because I was super early start and this video wasn't as short as I thought it would be. But oh well, see you for day 3. Bye.